as last year. Nebraska won the title last year. Nebraska, when it gets to the championship, has yet to lose.
I'm going to go with the East Coast is a great place to host a tournament, no matter what happens. This is a great mecca for bowling. It's a strong high school bowling area. It's a strong collegiate bowling area. So I think we're going to see a lot of NCAA championships here on the East Coast.
Calberry will open things up for Nebraska. Nebraska came from behind really in the final frame in that last game to win game number 2. We're tied at a game apiece. And Nebraska riding the momentum of that late comeback here in the opening frame.
And each team now has bowled. Okay, they bowled on the lane.
Each lane, right.
So they know what adjustments they made last time they were on that lane. Went back to that, maybe even made another adjustment because there's been another game bowled on it. So it's going to be very interesting to see how each team handles it.
Joy's opening roll. Leaves 2. How much communicating goes on in Baker as opposed to other formats?
There's communicating going on all the time. If it's not only between the players, it's between the players and the coach. It's feeding off of the crowd. That's communication. It's how it pumps you up, brings you down. It's constant communication. This is constant excitement.
Without a doubt, all the players say they love this Baker format. But it's pressure. You only get 2 rolls per game. And Ganjoin, how about picking that spare up?
Not a very easy spare to pick up, especially in this type of atmosphere. But she changes to her spare ball, goes straighter, right in between it, perfect.
And again, the Baker format is not used throughout the entire season. Neither are all these television lights. There's a lot of adjustments the players have to make coming to this NCAA championship.
That's why I do think some of the teams that have a little bit of the TV experience settle down a little quicker, tend to make better shots right off the bat. That's why you see so much success out of them.
This is Kristina Mickelson, who has substituted in for Jasmine Lagerman, and a good substitution as she hits the strike in her opening frame. She bowled the last part of that 10th frame after Leuthold had already wrapped it up. And if you're a right-hander, that's exactly where you want to hit it, right?
There was nothing wrong with that shot. It's perfect.
Just to the right of that head pin. Litteral. You think Fairleigh Dickinson could feel deflated a little bit right now? It looked like they had that second game wrapped up midway through as well.
The 10th frame, when you miss a spare like that, it does. It knocks the wind out of you just a little bit, but this is what Baker's all about. The frame is over. We're on to a new game, and you have to focus on the fact that you've got 2 more shots next game. Make them the best you can. Forget about it.
Litteral picks up the spare. Coach Lepresti trying to pick her up as well. And this is Van de Meer, who started things on the comeback trail for Nebraska when she picked up that strike late in the second game. The 8th frame got the strike and leaves the 7 here.
Really good shot. Perfect, comes up just a little bit high on the head pin and leaves the stone 7 pin.
Van de Meer picks up the spare. It's a best-of-7 game series. We're tied at a game apiece. Fairleigh Dickinson won game 1. Nebraska took game 2. Jolie Carrillo, a late addition to the lineup. She's made an immediate impact tonight.
She's thrown some pretty good shots to keep this Fairleigh Dickinson team going.
Just leaves that 7 wobbling. So she'll have that left to get her spare.
It's so different to see this coaching styles also. Like we talked about earlier, if you see Coach Straub and Coach Paul sitting on the sidelines in chairs, real calm, the players go over to talk to him, yet Coach Lepresti is standing right there up with his players, talking to them every shot. So it's amazing to see the different coaching styles.
And equally successful as they both won national titles. Carrillo picks up her spare. And now Ann Sopp, who has rolled a strike every time she's been up tonight. Let's see if she can keep this streak alive. This would be her 5th in a row of the night. And yes, what a night for Ann Sopp.
She keeps her streak alive.
She said she loves this atmosphere, the Baker format, the college atmosphere, because her focus is so intact. When there's fans up close and screaming and yelling, she likes it. Makes her bear down a little harder. And the answered strike by McEwan. A high-powered player. Coach Lepresti was telling us they really had to tone her down a little bit, develop a little more consistency. When you say high-powered player, what does that mean?
Well, I don't think he was actually referring to her game and you know big power behind her game, but she tends to allow her emotions and everything else to take over, and then it causes some inconsistency. Tries to do more to the ball than her game will allow. So she takes a step back, gets her timing back in place, lets the ball fall naturally, gets back into the swing of things, and that's when she performs the best.
Leuthold, the anchor for Nebraska, leaves the 7. We asked her about if she thought last year would help them this year. She said there is no last year. It's only the present moment. Now, I mean, you talk about a philosopher. Cassandra Leuthold could be a philosopher. She said some amazing things just in our 10 minutes with her today. Very philosophical, deep thinker, and very intense bowler. Called bowling her marriage. This is what I love to do. And she picks up the spare. Erica Perez, the anchor for Fairleigh Dickinson, loves this college atmosphere, and here's what she had to say about competing at the collegiate level in this environment.
I like college bowling because of the excitement. I like being on a team. I like being with people that really love the game, and college bowling gives you that next level. I competed in high school, and now being at college just makes it all the better to do something I love.
Now she's going to love that, as that pulls Fairleigh Dickinson within 3 pins of Nebraska midway through game number 3. It couldn't be any closer. We're tied at a game apiece, and this 3rd pivotal game very tight. Fans loving it. So are we here in New Jersey.